Yo, what's the deal? It's the Hip Hop Labs. Today we got Josh in the building
My
from Death.
man,
What's
thank
going
you.
on?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Hey, bro, so growing up, man, Chris Hansen, How to Catch a Predator, just was like one of my favorite shows,
Yeah.
man. Like, no cap. I don't know why. I just always was attracted to the show. Like, I'm
Right.
like, damn, look at these freaky motherfuckers, dog.
I think it's like the reality of the motherfucker, like seeing a human get caught, like
Yeah.
hand in the cookie jar type shit. That's
Yeah.
always entertaining. You know what I mean?
So, bro, how did you get into this, bro? Because you be putting yourself in a lot of dangerous situations, you feel me? But
Right. Shit, man. Like my stepdaughter, she got molested, man, and by like one of her cousins on the other side of the family, and the cops didn't do nothing about it, and dude didn't have to register. So I'm going like job to job, like, yo, this dude's a pedophile. You know what I mean? At all his jobs, and I'm just doing that. And I see on YouTube a dude, his name is Pop Squad. I don't know his real name, but he was doing what I do basically, and he was being real nice. And I'm like, man, I wonder if I catch somebody, and if I do, I ain't gonna be nice. Yeah. You know what I mean? And 4 years later, I'm here at the Hip Hop Lab. You know what I mean?
Shit, bro. So, man, what video did you really start getting big traction from on YouTube?
There's this video, Beth, and like we got 3 catches in like the first 24 hours, and like I'm from Fremont, Ohio, which is like 30 minutes south of Toledo. You know what I mean? So small town, but like we got these catches in my hometown, and it like blew up on Toledo's news, and like everybody was picking it up. The catches had like 200,000 views like in one day, all 3 of them, and then it kind of just people got used to it. We kept catching, people would get used to it. We caught like 40 people in our hometown. Then COVID happened, and Trump gave out that $1,200, and me and my partner Jay, we was like, let's just put this together. You know what I mean? I was going to school. I was about to be a teacher, so I wasn't like planning on being like a YouTube content creator or anything like that. So like I'm paying all my money like tuition, shit like this. I got kids at home. I'm paying bills, and I'm like, I got this extra $1,200. Let's put it in a DAP. You know what I mean? So we took off, drove all the way to Denver, Colorado, and just caught people on the way. You know what I mean? When my man's minivan, and we was in Iowa City, and we caught this woman named Beth trying to have a threesome with her husband and stuff. And she made all these crazy faces. Bitch looked like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I think I seen the clip. You posted it not too long ago.
Yeah, I just posted. Like, yeah, and this bitch done. She's got like 4 million views on my Instagram right now too. Like, so I posted that video. I had no idea what we had. We caught like 12 guys on our trip or whatever. We came back, and I'm like uploading the videos one at a time. And then for the first time, Beth got picked up, and it was by World Star. And then just like out of nowhere, we had like maybe 30,000 YouTube subs. And we jumped up to like 100 in like 3 days or something because of Beth. Damn. And we had like several other videos kind of do like get on World Star and get like pumped out viral and shit like that. But really that Beth video just like, not only changed her life, it changed mine too.
Man, real talk, man. Fuck. So, I mean, afterwards, like when it was going crazy, was Beth hitting you up like, take this down, please?
Nah, I think it was so bad for her, man. Like, cause that video on YouTube got 3 million views, and then it was taken down by YouTube, and we re-uploaded it like 6 months later, and it got like another 4 or 5 million. You know what I mean? So like, and then now it's on Instagram, and it's going viral on TikTok. And like she's been viewed like 50 million times. Like there ain't nothing she could do about it now. You know what I mean? Like it was too late.
And so she was trying to get a girl for her and her husband.
Yeah.
Man, sick ass shit.
It's sick, bro. I've seen a lot of sick shit, man. I've caught over like 350 bad guys and girls, right? And I've talked to like thousands and thousands of pedophiles, Those are just the guys I can catch, right. You know what I mean? I've talked to a lot of sick ass people.
So YouTube deleted your account?
Yeah, man. We had 186,000 subs, and they axed the whole channel. They demonetized this for like a year. And then I finally, like, after emailing for a year, like, yo, I promise I won't break any guidelines, this and that. They remonetized this. I'm posting shitty videos. These videos is garbage, bro. It's just all edited. Like, I'm editing out the 13-year-old part, cursing, no threatening stuff. Just basically their face on YouTube. And they just axed the channel.
Yeah, I had a YouTube channel deleted, bro. I know how hard it could be. You feel me? How detrimental it is, especially when it's a revenue source for you. You feel me? So
I was feeding my whole family like that, bro.
So now like how are you substituting the income like?
Hey, luckily YouTube paid good. So for a minute, I was living off my savings, man. But I built up like there's an app called Locals, and that's where you can pay $12 a month right now. It's basically like a grass-fed or grass-funded organ.
Like Patreon type
yeah,
thing?
like
Okay.
Patreon. We got kicked off of Patreon. They did it so dirty, man. I swear to God, it was like the CIA or something. Like they deleted my YouTube, my Instagram, and Patreon all within like 48 hours. Boom, like boom. We had 22,000 on Instagram, and I was making $6,000 something on Patreon per month, and then on YouTube we was making like 20,000. So like, and they just cut all of our shit out, boom, to zero. And then I didn't have an Instagram. I had to start over with like a Facebook basically and try to like build everything back up.
You know what I think that was, bro? I think that was one of the motherfuckers who you caught. They probably was one super plugged in and made that call.
You know, I always have threats like that, but people would be threatening me in my DMs like, oh, I know somebody at YouTube. This is me. And maybe, man, I don't know. I really don't know. Whoever it was has some clout to be able to, because like those companies, Patreon and YouTube, they're not even owned by the same person. Like I don't even know how that worked like that.
That's crazy, bro.
It was definitely coordinated.
So you was making 26 racks a month off
yeah,
this?
yeah,
Oh,
and I got a team like you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not just me. Like, but yeah,
So you got a lot of expenses for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we was living good, and I lived off my savings for like a year or something, and finally make enough right now to where like it's self-sustainable. I pay my bills, take care of my family. You know.
Yeah, I know that. So right now, did y'all make a new YouTube?
Nah, man, we're on Rumble, Locals. I have a YouTube channel. It's my personal channel, but like I'll do like a morning show on there, but I don't do no catches on there no more. That shit hurt. That shit hurt me more than any relationship. I'm in bed like my whole life. Like, they took my whole life from me, bro. I was sick.
Damn.
Yeah, it's sickening. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're religious, spiritual, or whatever, but like I feel like I'm fighting. Like this is a good versus evil war. You know what I mean? I'm out here doing my best to like expose these nasty ass motherfuckers. So like I always say, man, like if I ruin lives for a living, like what makes you think my life can't get ruined doing it? You know what I mean? I'm out in the field with it for real. You know?
That's deep. And like so you said your stepdaughter. So you have a significant other.
Yeah, we divorced, but like I was with her for like 8 years, and I like raised her from like 1 year old. You know what I mean? So like that's still my daughter. You know?
Yeah, that's real. What was like your family reaction to you doing catches?
Hey, for real, like I can't complain, man. Like my mom passed away, and I don't really have a dad, but my grandma and like all my friends and like my significant others and stuff like that, they all been like super supportive, man. It's been really cool. They know like before this, man, I was like a security guard. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was going to college, and like that shit don't have like no meaning to it. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like a bee in like just a busy bee. You know what I mean? Not really doing shit, and I go to bed like feeling good about like what I do in the world now. And it don't really matter how much you pay me. You know what I mean? Like that shit's worth more than anything. Like I could go work at a factory right now and probably make more money. You know what I mean? But like I get to spend all the time. Like I get to spend more time with my kids. I'm my own boss. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, most definitely.
I wouldn't take it back.
I'm so glad you figured out ways to substitute the income, like, you know what I'm saying, with these apps. You gotta put me hip too, because you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah.
YouTube isn't really like, it isn't how it used to be, for real.
No, I mean, now they got NFL Sunday Ticket, bro. Like they used to be the substitute to cable. Now they are cable because there's no more cable, so they got no more competition. You know what I mean? So it's all about advertisements and shit like that. And
So
I get it. Our shit ain't really advertiser friendly. You feel me?
yeah, but then that even make me think like, damn, bro ain't doing nothing but exposing pedophiles though. So is it like
fair?
like,
Fair.
Like what is it like? You know what I'm saying? Like you on there like blood and gore, like beating people up and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
we never posted no violence. Like we've been in fights. My man got shot. I had to jump on a dude and take the gun away from him and shit. Like
for real during a catch.
Yeah, my man got shot. He chased us and we was doing a high speed car chase for like 45 minutes. We thought he had another gun on him. I had to get out the car because we took the gun from him. I'll show you the video after this, man. Just a regular old, hey, what you doing here? Dude tried to grab for my phone. I put my phone in my chest, did like a little spin move. And I look back, and it's like Lethal Weapon, bro. The Predator got a gun like this, and my partner, oh, my bad, bro.
No, you good.
My partner, like, this the gun. My partner got his wrist like this, like a movie. And they're over here struggling in the middle of Target. And
damn.
I jump on, like, I don't even remember jumping on his back, but I kind of like wake up and I'm like on dude's back in like prayer position, and dude's got the gun like this, and I'm like on his back with both hands on the gun, like with my chin and like the back of his neck, and he's like this. He's like, oh, it's your ass now, trying to like aim the gun. He shot it already twice. Shot
Target?
My man in Target, bro. Bro's letting off in Target. Shot my man in the leg during like the scuffle. I'm trying to fight the gun off, and my boy comes back after he's been shot and is just kicking him in the head. Boom, boom, boom. Dude's getting kicked in the head. Eventually, I got the gun off, man. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit, like, I got 2 kids, seeing them at birth, and that shit was amazing. Like, but like that feeling of getting that gun away was like, that shit was like one of the best feelings in the world. And I choked this dude out. I know how to do a rear naked choke, man. I choked this man out, and either he faked it, or the adrenaline or something. I choked him out, and I used his body to push up to get myself up, and bro just pops up, boom, and then stands up, and my dude punches him. He falls into like like a bunch of boxes and stuff.
So when the first shot goes off at Target, like what's going around y'all? Like is it just pandemonium?
You know, it's such like a zoned in thing.
Yeah, so you weren't even looking at
like I said, I turned around. He tried to grab for my phone, and we've been in fights, bro. Like we've been in like maybe 20 fights doing this shit. So it's like, okay, maybe we're in a scuffle. You know what I mean? So I turn around. I'm not like fearing for my life or nothing. I do this little spin move. He ain't getting my phone, and then like I said, they over here tussling for a gun, and I'm not gonna leave my man or nothing like that. And like I said, like I guess I just hopped on him. And and I'm not really. I had a few thoughts. Like it seemed like it was happening forever. I got in the video. It's like 2 minutes, but it seemed like it was happening forever. I remember thinking like, man, I was in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I was like, man, I'm about to fuck. I ain't never been there. I'm about to die in this random ass Target in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I ain't never even heard of this fucking place. And just like little weird thoughts like that. And it was just slow motion, man. And like I said, we get out. My boy Jay punches him, and we're like, go, go, go. And it's just silent in Target. And we're just running. There's blood everywhere. My dude's leaking everywhere. We get outside. We get into the car. And I'm like, bro, you got to go to the hospital. He's like, no, I ain't going to the hospital. And we're in his car. And I'm like, no, bro, we got to go to the hospital. He's like, nah. I'm like, well, at least let me drive. So we pull out. There's cops coming. Boom, 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 boom. And we get to like this main intersection, and there's like a four-way. And I get into this turn lane, and we look, and he's like, Josh, look back. And I'm like, what? I look back. It's the motherfucking Predator in a car right behind us. Shit, I keep fucking with this. My bad. Car right behind us.
So dog who just shot your man.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I'm like, bro, this motherfucker's like Terminator. Like he won't fucking go away, bro. So I try to do this maneuver. I'm in the turn lane, and I forget really how the lights went, but it went something like I went when I wasn't supposed to go. And and the car was going really fucking slow, and I'll tell you at the end why. But I'm trying to punch it, and I had a Charger at the time, and I'm driving this man's girlfriend's like Honda, and I'm thinking it's about to go like my Charger, and it's not. Right. And we get like clipped on the back end, do like a spin, and drive off. And this dude just drives around the accident. Because the other cars parked, like they stayed because they're like insurance, like we about to figure this out. I'm out. I got this dude. I got Freddie and Jason chasing me. You know what I mean? So I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I drive off and we're like on this highway, man. And he's behind us, and I'm like faking getting on exits and then coming off, and he's like going over the medium and like curbs and like boom, 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 boom. So we're just driving around, and I can't fucking lose him. The car's not going fucking fast enough. And I go into this lot, and we've been driving for at least like 5 minutes at this point, maybe 10 minutes. And everybody's yelling at me like, Josh, you gotta do this. And I'm driving. I'm like, man, I don't know where I'm at. Never been in the city before in my life. And we pull into like this little doctor's office area, and it's a dead end. So now there's one way in, one way out. And I'm not like, I'll fight somebody, you know, but I'm not a gangster, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not whatever. But at this point, bro's got me to the edge. Right. So we got his gun. So I'm like, give me the fucking gun. I got the gun. I got the car. He's like, please, I just want to talk. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He was getting out the car. He has his hands up. I'm like, get on the ground. Get the fuck on the ground. He gets on the ground. And I'm like, put your hands behind your fucking back. He's like, please, I got money. I just want to talk. I'm like, bro, put your fucking hands behind your back. He does. I start running back to my car. I get in my car. I try to take off. This motherfucker catches me again, bro.
Dog.
I swear to God. This motherfucker. And he's driving next to me. Again. But I'm going to tell you why, though, at the end. This motherfucker driving next to us like, please, I got a daughter. I just want to talk. So we just pull in we seen this one people had like a Ring camera, and we just pulled in this driveway. We're like, we don't know if dude's got a gun again, and we're like, whatever happens in this driveway. You know what I mean? And he's like, please delete the video. And we're like, all right, we're gonna delete it. He's like, promise. We're like, yeah, and like his face looks fucked up, like fucked up, barely recognizable because he got kicked like 100 fucking times in his face, and we're like, yeah, we'll delete the video. He's like, all right, you can keep the gun. It's clean. We're like, okay, bro, get the fuck out of here. So he leaves. I check, bro. I'm in the M. I don't even know what that stands for in the car. When you're driving in the M, yeah. What is that? What is that? I don't even. Yeah, I couldn't get past like 40 miles per hour the whole time. I'm thinking when we got into the accident, the car's fucked. Like the axle, like it, because this bitch is not driving. Yeah. Whole time I had just had it in some like fucking fucked up gear, and that's why I wasn't getting away and shit. But so much adrenaline, I didn't realize like I was in the wrong fucking gear. But like, yeah, that was just a random situation of like catching a predator. I got a warrant down in North Carolina right now. Even though I'll show you the video, it's clear this motherfucker attacked us. They said because Target didn't have no video cameras, and for some reason they can't use our video. Blah, police is some hoes for real. And I got a warrant down there for like it's like for like a bar fight, like inciting violence. It's a fucking misdemeanor or whatever. It ain't shit. Damn. But it's like it's a slap in my face. And we went home. Like we didn't go to the police. Like we went home. We just drove straight home, and it was like a 13-hour drive. And like we stopped at like a gas station and wrapped his shit up and poured alcohol on and shit. Because we wasn't about to get stuck down there, and like it was a shooting in Target. Like they ain't gonna let us leave. You know what I mean? So like I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Before you try to make me stay. Yeah, and we get home or whatever, and on the news they're like, DAP is robbery suspects because they said we just beat him up and took his gun. So they were calling us robbery suspects on the news. Yeah. And on some real shit, it's never going to happen. So I can say it on here, bro. I was supposed to be, me and Jay, we were supposed to be on Mr. Beast, bro. We were supposed to be on the like one of the game shows. Like we did our face thing, got our applications and all that shit were accepted. We knew a person in there that ran like his marketing. He got us in for a show. Mr. Beast does his shit in North Carolina. So like, they ended up the Mr. Beast team is like, oh, with you guys being on the news, because it was on a big stream, it was on all the news in North Carolina, and they're like, with that being in the news, you can't be on there no more. I'm like, these motherfuckers took $1 million from me, like, Mr. Beast was gonna give me $1 million, bro. But
bro, the biggest fucking YouTube.
Yeah, man, I was
being on there would it just clouded you all the way up.
For sure, man. Yeah. I was sick, bro, and it's fucked me up. Like when you would Google my name used to be good. You know what I mean? Now you Google my name and it's like shooting in North Carolina and like it fucked my whole name up.
Damn, dog. Damn. Yeah, I definitely got to see this video, dog. I got to see that.
For sure.
That shit crazy, dog. Where are you trying to take that, man? Like, where you see it going? And for people who don't know what that means, let's give them that definition.
That's Dads Against Predators, man.
Dads Against Predators.
Yes, sir.
I love the name. Though.
Yeah, it was. I don't even know how we came up with it, man. It's so simple and it works, and I love it. Yeah, like we've had like nothing's really came forward. You know, we've talked to like executives with like TV companies and stuff like that, but it's always like the financial risk that these places are looking at. They don't want to get sued and stuff. So it's anywhere we end up taking it, I guess, man.
I feel like y'all could take it far.
Yeah, I mean, we just got like last year, I think it's 8 months ago or whatever, we had a Vice documentary.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, sky's the limit, man. Like I can do this at least till I'm 50. Like, so that's like another 20 years, man. I'll be good.
Man, you scared me talking about Patreon. Even kicked y'all off. The people can be fucking on there and everything.
Yeah, luckily we're on Locals right now, and Locals like actually makes posts about like predator catching. Like, so they're like actively supporting it. Okay. So like we found like a comfortable home there. Facebook, do we still call Twitter? I don't know what the fuck we call it. It's X. We're gonna be getting on there, and then like Rumble and Locals is like. So that's purely like free speech stuff.
Like monetized?
Not really. I mean, I guess you can, but like I'm ignorant to it. You know what I mean? Like people keep telling us to get on TikTok, and we had like 2 TikToks, and they would go like, we get millions of views or whatever, and then it'll ban us. You know what I mean? So I don't really know how to navigate on like the TikTok. Like I'm old, bro. I'm 30, so.
Man, I'm 28, man. Come on, man. We still young, dog.
You are, bro.
You got 2 years on me. You old now?
Yeah, bro. When you hit that 30, you start waking up different, man. I'm telling you.
I keep hearing that, though. So
it's real. I heard it, too, and didn't believe it is real.
So, like, as far as, like, so you from Ohio. I thought you was from Michigan.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio, but like I said, like, we're like a Toledo suburbs, and Toledo wants to be Detroit so bad. You know what I mean? They just can't, but they want to be Detroit so bad. So like I had people. What it is, I had people in my backyard taking pictures and shit like that, and like leaking my address and all this shit. So I realized like I was, not to sound like big headed, but I was like too big of a fish in that pond. You know what I mean? Where I was at, it was just too much of like a big deal what was going on, and I really like exhausted myself of like we couldn't really catch no more predators in Fremont because they knew about us, you know. So I had all this weird shit, people trying to like leak my address, people like taking pictures in my backyard and like with fake Facebooks and sending me pictures of like them at my house with like masks on and shit, like weird shit.
Time to leave,
yeah, it's time to go. I got kids here, they stand outside for the school bus, you know what I mean? So like what's stopping? Like, and it was like to the point where I'll hear something in my house and I got to come down with a gun and just like every room, and I can't go to sleep till I checked every room because they could be hiding in that room, you know what I mean? And I'm like, this is too much
mentally.
Yeah, this is too much mentally. I got to get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I came up here, man, and originally I was staying in I had a buddy that got me a place like in Pontiac, and we started catching up there, and then now I'm kind of just like, not gonna tell people where I'm at now, but you know what I mean. But I'll be around.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up, bro. How you feel about my bad, bro. I gotta take this real quick.
No worries, man.
No call came to my phone. I'm doing this interview right now. Hold on. Nothing came to my phone. What was it coming? Who was it coming from? Okay. No, I see it. I gotta text it to you, Chan. I'm recording right now. All right. Damn, man. Fucking girl made me lose my train of thought.
I feel you.
So how do you actually go into catching these people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, don't give out the sauce. We don't want a whole bunch of mini Dap Juniors
Right.
running around. But
I mean, really, you just make a profile. There's apps out there, you know, and make yourself look younger. Like it's easy to like catch a guy that likes little boys. For me, it's an easier like job for me because I can like do the voice and all that shit and like the pictures, because a lot of them will be like, send me a picture with like 4 fingers up. And that's like what separates a good catcher from a bad catcher. Like, can you do that? You know what I mean? And if you can do that, you'll catch a lot of bad guys. So you have like a girl that's younger looking. You don't want to use like an actual minor. You know what I mean? But you always want to be able to like, hey, this guy wants a picture with you, like with your name on a piece of paper. Can you do that for me? Yep. They'll send me the picture. I send it to them. You know what I mean? Coordinate a meetup, and then how it goes.
Now, how do you feel about this aspect of it for people who say like the Chris Hansen or the things that you do is like entrapment?
Well, I mean, by definition, private citizens can't commit entrapment. That's only something police could do. But really, I mean, like, even if it was entrapment, so what? You know what I mean? We got motherfucking TV shows with like bait car and shit. You know what I mean? And that's what's fucked up is like advertisements will fuck with that. You know what I mean? TLC can show the TV show Bait Car, and it's like those are criminals. Like these guys are worse criminals than them. You know, so like I always looked at it as, I don't know if you ever seen the What Would You Do with John Quinones.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I look at it more as like that than I look at it as like, oh, I don't take myself that serious, you know what I mean? To be like, I'm doing investigations, you know what I mean? What would you do? What would you do if you came across a 13-year-old boy online? What would you do? And I let you live that out up to a point, you know what I mean? And then when it gets to that point, like, explain yourself.
All right, I feel that. So could that be bought?
Could that be bought? It's a business. Every business is made to be sold.
Okay, yeah.
But I would I'm gonna continue to do this, but like I would want to do things. There's a I'm not the only one that does this. Obviously, but like I'm gonna be real. I think we're the best in the world that do this, and I think we do it the right way. We don't play fucking games. We don't play dress up. We ain't playing patty cake. You know what I mean? Like, and like we got 3 suicides. You know what I mean? I take that, put that on my baseball card behind there. You know what I mean? Like, I take that number serious. I owe another little tear, but you know I ain't gonna get the tears on my face. But I like, fuck these motherfuckers. Like it's a
committed
yeah
suicide because of off of the catch. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's real. Like this is something I take very serious. You know what I mean? So like, there's like a culture out there of like it's funny, it's a joke, and it is funny. You know what I mean? You can find like those motherfuckers died in the submarine, and that shit ain't really funny, but like, you know, the memes is funny. You know, like shit's funny. This shit's kind of funny. You know what I mean? The situation ain't funny, but the shit's funny. So I get it. Like these videos are funny. You know what I mean? But like the overall situation, like this shit ain't really funny. It's a war to me. You know what I mean? Like I ain't signed up to go to Iraq. Like I signed up to go to Target. You know what I mean? Like
real talk. And somebody got to do it, and I feel like it's work that has to be done because we don't want these creepy motherfuckers. Like I got kids, you got kids,
right?
You feel me? I don't want them to be influenced by none of these weird motherfuckers. So
I wanted to bring this up too, like about when you said like how you hear like in Detroit or whatever. Like Detroit, you guys have like you guys are supportive. Like very supportive of each other, and it's like is a friendly competition, you know what I mean? That's really cool. And like I've really been embraced by like especially like the hip hop community. Like Sada Baby made our theme song, and we worked with Dame Dot and just like Kiddo like having us on and shit like that. So like met a lot of cool people and shit through like, and they're all been just straight up about the mission, you know what I mean? And I really respect that. Same thing for you, man.
Yeah, bro, for sure, definitely. I'm behind you 100%. I want to come on. I want to come with you and
anytime.
On one of these
anytime,
meetups,
bro.
Man. You feel me? Let's expose these motherfuckers, especially if they in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anytime, brother.
Yeah, for sure. We gonna put it together. I appreciate your time and you stopping by on the Hip Hop
Thank
Lab,
you for
man,
having me, man.
If you could directly talk to everybody who's been supporting DAP over the years, what would you say to them?
Thank you so much, and don't stop because I ain't stopping.
Hey, just like that. It's Lando, it's the hip hop lab. We got Josh from that, man. It's on the floor. Let's get it.